Hi everyone, it's Danny. Alrighty, so one of my viewers sent me a question regarding orchid leaves who don't want to open fully. And she asked me if I have any opinion on this, if I know what's going on. Now, she was referring to a Phalaenopsis orchid, but phals are not the only ones who get this type of leaves. So I'll show you my examples, and I'll tell you what I think is going on. So this is a mini phal that I have, which gets really neglected. She sits on a lower stand, and I barely see her. Anyway, she doesn't get watered as often as it should, and right now this is really crunchy. And as you can see, I do have a leaf here which does not open. Now this phenomena I think is strictly related to dehydration. Because this orchid is just so neglected and doesn't get enough water, I don't think the leaf has enough strength to actually burst open. You know that phal leaves, when they start to appear, they're shut together like this, but then they open. And this is because there is pressure in the tissue caused by the water that this orchid absorbs. If it doesn't have enough water to create this pressure, the leaf does not open. Now, coincidentally, my viewer says that she's trying out the water culture method, and I advised her to start watering her phals a bit more often because this might actually be the problem. Now, about the water culture, I will make a video, probably a Sunday video, and I'll tell you why I don't really prefer that method and why I don't use it. Okay, so this has been a phal, but as I said, not only phals are affected by this. Now, Oncidium orchids are more affected by this than the phals, I believe, and this is because of their pattern of growth. When the leaves start to form, they really are shut together. This is one of my Oncidium orchids which was pretty dehydrated because he has a ton of roots. I featured him in a different video. So I started to water him more often, and the leaf actually did open. As you can see here, these leaves did not open in time, and they have these sort of ridges, let's say, because they were shut together for a long time, and when it grew it kind of mangled the leaf. But this leaf inside seems to open just fine, so this is good, and the problem actually fixed itself when I started to water this guy more often and actually made sure that he has enough hydration and pressure in the leaves to actually open fully. And if you're thinking, well, what's the worst that can happen if leaves don't really open? Well, there is a risk that leaves will rot inside. Now, when leaves grow, they have a sort of moisture in between the sheets that protects them and keeps them hydrated, so they don't actually dehydrate while they're forming. And sometimes, if the leaf does not open for a long period of time, a leaf that's caught inside can actually rot and die, like I have an example here. Now, the problem with this guy was that I divided him. I gave a division to my friend. I kind of cut away a lot of the roots, and until the dude produced some more roots of its own, he got just a bit dehydrated, and this growth actually needed some help to be able to split its leaves. But here's the downside. Here's what happened. This leaf stayed too much caught in the mother leaf, let's call it like that, so it kind of rotted. Now, I know this leaf looks like it's dry. It's not. It is dry now, but when I split open this leaf, it was really moist and pretty mushy looking. So here you go. This is what can happen if the leaves don't split in time. Now, a thing you can do is actually to try to split them with your fingernail, but be very careful that you don't actually damage the mother leaf. It can happen. So if you can do it safely, try to peel off, let's say, not peel off, try to split the leaf open. If it doesn't work, don't try too much because you will scratch it. The scratch might get infected, you'll have an ugly blemish, or you can actually risk infecting the whole leaf. So don't do that unless you can do it safely and the leaf splits really fast. So as a conclusion, I personally believe that leaves who don't open like they should are strictly related to dehydration, low humidity, and all sorts of water-related problems. Just make sure you're watering your orchid enough. If you have an orchid which does not have enough roots, you will be prone to having these types of leaves, so you need to be careful. And if you're trying out the water method, I don't know, adapt it to your environment and see if it's worth it for you. So I hope this was useful. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and share. If you want to see more orchid videos from me, just subscribe to my channel. I post daily. You can also leave me your questions and suggestions for videos in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you or make a video for you guys if I have examples. If you click on the left side of your screen, you'll be directed to orchidnature.com, where you'll find care sheets, identification sheets, and you can talk to us in the forum section. And if you click on the right side of your screen, you can watch another orchid video. Thank you for joining. I'll see you next time. Bye!